Hello everyone, my name is QF10. As we all know, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 just came out in a couple countries including mine. And of course, as a big Sonic fan, in case you don't know by this channel, I am a big Sonic fan. I play his games, I hate some of them, I watch the TV shows, I read the comics, and of course I will watch the movies. And oh boy, I got a lot of stuff to talk about. So before we get into Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I think it makes sense we get back in time to talk about Sonic the Hedgehog 1. And in case you heard anything in the background, it's my fan. And because, it's 32 degrees right now, even on night time, and it's really fucking hot, so apologize if you heard any fan noises, not that it matters anyway. So yeah, let's talk about Sonic the Hedgehog 1, and why it actually have a deep meaning to me, personally. Let's get into it. So we have to rewind the time back to 2020. I was still a university student, I was having a semester break. I was having a part-time job since the beginning of January until March, because of the obvious thing that happened. So during that time, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic the Hedgehog movie just came out in my local theater around February. During that time I was working, I really don't have a chance to actually watch it quickly. Surprise surprise, my off day was on Monday, so I took the chances. Monday morning around 9 AM I took a ride to my local mall that have a theater. Not gonna name the specific theater, I don't want to actually sound like I'm biased, so I went to the theater, it was like 9 AM, it was really quiet. I worked my way upstairs, the cinema in my theater is located up the topest, highest floor, and I was nervously asking for Sonic the Hedgehog. It was a girl, she was pretty nice, and despite me trying to just remain calm, I was panicking, I don't want to miss out on the first entrance, the movie. And yeah, it goes pretty smooth. I paid my money, got my ticket. I didn't get any popcorns, I just went around drinking with my own water. Because, I didn't really eat anything during that time. I don't know why. I didn't really eat anything. I took my own water to the theater. And, there's a guy, normally when you enter a theater, like this guy is like, oh, okay, show me your tickets. I show him and just let me go. He didn't check my bag at all, so yeah, off I go. So yeah, off I go and go into one of the theater. It was pretty dark. Obviously, it's a theater, of course it's dark. I also located Sonic the Hedgehog, the poster, the one we have selfie with Sonic himself. I took some picture and I was like, oh, maybe I'll come out later, just take the picture. During that time I already forgot to take a selfie because I was scared the movie's gonna start. So yeah, I went to the theater and guess what? I don't know what happened during that time. Maybe because it was during the beginning of the pandemic, the fear mongering, because during that time we don't have anything to combat against the pandemic thing. So yeah, it was pretty empty. Mind you, it was just me and two other people. There's one couple, sitting 2 rows ahead of me, and that's about it. Me myself being alone in the theater, and just this couple 2 seats ahead of me. That's it. But either way, I enjoyed my time in the theater. No spoiler. No people was gonna spoil the movie for me. No annoying idiots. No one's playing on their cell phone. Even though I actually just took my phone to take pictures of the movie. Not recording. Don't worry. I'm not endorsing piracy. I was just taking pictures, just keeping it as a memory. I don't intend to show it. The movie goes as beautiful. I feel like since nobody's there, I was like, I'm gonna act naturally and scream at most of the moment, Oh, it's Sonic! Oh, it's Green Hill! Oh, it's Sonic Mania opening intro theme. I was keep screaming that, and the 2 couple didn't bother me at all. They don't seem to be bothered to look behind me like, oh, what's this guy doing? Is he crazy? They didn't say anything. They just enjoyed the movie out. Meanwhile, I was just sitting in the back here. Oh my gosh! Oh my god! That happened! This happened! Sonic, let's go! Oh, like I was like, I'm just enjoying the life. Yeah, continue till the end. I was like, oh my god, it's Tails! That's me. You know, it's like if you're same theater with me, you probably either cheer or just get annoyed by my voice because I was just overreacting. Because like I said, I'm a big Sonic fan. I have been a Sonic fan since 2008. My first game was Sonic Advance. Yeah, the Hedgehog means a lot to me. So yeah, I just showing my appreciation towards the Blue Hedgehog. So yeah, the movie ends. You know, I was enjoying it. I walked out of the theater, and before I actually left, I forgot about the Sonic poster thing, you know, the board thing you can take selfie with. Took some picture with me. So before I go, you thought I'm done with watching movie. No! After finish watching Sonic the Hedgehog, I decided to sneak into other theater because, you know, I was lost trying to find the exit because I was busy taking a picture of Sonic himself. I forget where's the exit, and somehow I managed to sneak my way into another theater, and guess what? They're airing Birds of Prey, you know. I sat there and watched it, and I hated it. I'm not a big DC fan because I'm a big Marvel fan myself, but gotta show my appreciation to DC too. Hated Birds of Prey. Wish I never sat there for another 1.5 hours. Yeah, I walk around, you know, some of the deals or the rolling credits. I decide to walk around, and eventually some of the employees show up. It's like, hey, what are you doing? And it's like, hey, get out of here, your theater is, what are you doing? You stop sneaking around. So I quickly ran away, and the guy's just chasing me. It's like some kind of horror movie. It's like, hey, intruder. I quickly ran and found the door and just ran outside. It turns out it's a parking lot. Took a right turn into a lift, head downstairs, head back home. That's it. Guess what? That was the last time I actually stepped into the actual theater. And then the world becomes, you know, crap. You know, everything becomes unnormal. We all stay at home, and that's it. That was the last time I saw a movie in local theater. Such a good experience, and I will never forget it for many years to come. What a fitting way to end an era. Like, Sonic the Hedgehog was the last movie I watched before the world went to crap. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was the first movie I watched after the world back to normal. So yeah, those are my experience with Sonic the Hedgehog movie myself, you know, watching from the theater. Had a blast even though I alone. Anyway, that is my experience. And yeah, let's get right into the review. Not too long, you know, since this was like 2 years ago, I try to remember all the needs and gritty and all the small details of the movie itself. So yeah, let's talk about the positive. The positive, of course, let's start off with the voice acting of Sonic the Hedgehog, Ben Schwartz. He did a phenomenal job as Sonic. And all the times, all the lines are delivered on a good note that fits well with Sonic character. Like, sure, some of the lines can be corny and cringy, but that is what Sonic really is. Like, Sonic himself is like this cool attitude guy, like to run fast, you know, helps friend, and also sometimes being an arrogant guy. You know, that's who he really is. And Ben Schwartz, I say he did a good job portraying Sonic as the character that we all know. So yeah, then again, I don't really watch anything from Ben Schwartz. In fact, I don't even know who is Ben Schwartz prior to Sonic the Hedgehog, so I don't know if his experience previously is as good as this one, but from what I've seen here, he did pretty well. So yeah, you know, living on the edge while going fast with that good voice acting just suits well with the character. So yeah, gotta applaud them for getting the right person for the casting, you know. They find the right person for Ben Schwartz. Luckily, it's not Roger Craig Smith or Roger Craig Smith. You know, I wish they bring back Ryan Drummond, but we got what we got here. So yeah, next up, you know, the positive is of course Jim Carrey. This guy is a genius, or should I say, a national treasure. I don't know how they managed to get him on board for this movie, but when they do, it was fucking glorious. He was cherry on top of a delicious ice cream that tastes even better. Like, previously I don't know who is Jim Carrey. Yes, I never heard about him until this very movie. The way he delivers some of the lines definitely puts him in the right position for Dr. Robotnik. His evil plans are really fun to look at, he's very confident with himself catching Sonic, and he can portray him as a genius/intimidating villain that never takes himself too seriously. It just felt flow naturally to the point that it actually gave me a little goosebump. Like, oh my god, Jim Carrey, this guy. Like, previously people talk about how good he really is in some of the past movie. And if I get the time, I'm gonna watch some of the movies. But man, they were not wrong when they talk about this movie. He is perfect with this role of Dr. Robotnik, man. He's just perfect. Like, that man can act and he do it almost to perfection. That's the best I can describe him from the perspective of a person who doesn't know Jim Carrey prior to this movie. So yeah, that is it for my positive for voice acting. Moving on to the next positive is the plot itself. So yeah, the plot, I'm actually glad they made a new one instead of following the game. Like, we don't need another movie that tries to replicate the story and ends up missing some key moments due to time constraint. You know, I don't think we need to follow one-on-one with the game as a whole. Something that you know, some movies just fail to do. They try and fail hard on their face, but we don't want to talk about that. You know, speaking of the new story, when they made it, they can do whatever they want to expand that without worrying about plot holes in the movie. So yeah, let's talk about the movie. The plot. Obviously, spoiler alert, the movie starts off with Sonic running in his own actual Green Hill Zone, proving that he's from another world instead of Earth, which is a good thing, giving the character his stand-alone location, because in my opinion, making him originate from the Earth would be jarring and awkward. Like, oh, it's a blue hedgehog that just lives in our world all the time, and it just doesn't flow well with me. We then got introduced to Long Claw, which was the owl leader that protects Sonic growing up before getting killed quote-unquote by the Echidna tribes. Sonic then comes to Earth without knowing what to do, so the movie continues on showing Sonic life around the town of Green Hill, Donut Lord, his girlfriend, and the people around. Not too long to board the fence before continuing on with the next story, where we see Sonic was depressed being alone, which during that time I actually felt emotional watching it from theater. Yes, keep in mind, all of these opinions are based on what I seen during that time. It probably changed this time around, but I want to keep it as original as I could. So when Sonic goes fast and unleashes a huge electricity wave which alerts the military, they then call in Dr. Robotnik. A really good way to bring in the character where he don't know who really Sonic is, and like I said, his characteristics, behavior, and the way he delivered those lines just prove that he is the best choice for Dr. Robotnik. So yeah, moving on, we then see Tom and Sonic meeting for the first time. You know, meow. I actually say it out loud during the theater, and I don't feel embarrassed for saying that. The adventures, you know, Tom and Sonic are really strong. Like, the way they interact, you don't have any weird/awkward moment. Tom himself just acts naturally without going full on making jokes or being out of touch with Sonic. Like, you know, oh my god, it's Sonic! Oh, what are you doing? Get out of my house! You know, he doesn't go just way too far pushing his character to the limit. It's just down to earth and keep it that way. Like, he's just a normal guy, you know, a local cop that just helps people around the town, and of course eats donut. Thankfully, it's not a display bagel. We see Sonic and Tom working together to escape from Dr. Robotnik, and along the road trip, they were able to bond pretty well, which accumulates in the end when Sonic defeated Robotnik because he found a trustworthy friend that he swore to protect. That was a really good way to present a friendship between them, eventually earning an actual home at Tom's house because they trusted each other. I really like this plot though. That it never takes itself too seriously, you know, it doesn't try so hard to follow the plot of the game. It stands on its own, dare to be different, and I said it's pretty unique. The baby step, you know, not a bad start. for the series. So yeah, those are my positive for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Of course, there's negative, which I'm gonna talk right now. First up is the product placement. Like, Tom and Maddie, his girlfriend, talk about going on a vacation, and they found a hotel, which ironically is just a product placement advertisement of like this website where you can buy hotel, where we can just book hotel, like, okay, why was it there? Like, oh, we don't know where to book a hotel, so let's just tell everyone in the movie that we booked this hotel from this website. Like, at least it's not true Trivago, but we need to know, like, my country here doesn't really support that website shown in the movie, but so yeah, so that's even awkward. Like, oh, product placement, like, what, why? Are you trying to sell something? I thought this is a Sonic movie, not, anything trying to sell its product, like, out of other, slice of life movie. Like, no, I don't want that in my movie. Like, please, this is a Sonic movie. I was worried they're gonna just spend the entire movie just talking about product placement. But it didn't go that far, but there are some product placement that just annoys me. Like, also, of course, Olive Garden. The never-ending pasta and the breadstick. As much as I want to try it look delicious, there's none of them in my country, so if you're watching from a country that don't have any of these things, it's pretty awkward. And I was like, okay, thanks for showing me that. I wouldn't able to try it for many years or forever. So yeah, I really wish they don't just show this product here and there. Next up is the kids joke. Like, I understand Sonic the Hedgehog is catered towards kids, but my god, they actually just like some of the jokes are just pretty much directed towards kids. Of course, that infamous flossing, like, oh my god, flossing in 2020, who would have thought that? It's pretty cringy. I was like, why? No! Yeah, that was my reaction in the theater, reenacting everything. So yeah, that was a terrible joke. There was this cut version where Sonic do this victory pose. Like, why did they don't do that? Why did they have to use the floss? And like, why? It's cringy. Don't ruin Sonic with those jokes. And also some other lines that some kids that will find funny, like, oh, fart jokes. Sonic ran across the ocean and he came back. I'm cold. I'm hungry, and that one. Like, I felt that was pretty much towards the kids. Not too much to ruin the experience, but those jokes can just tone down a little for that. And lastly is for the negative is that the characters, most of them, the humans, are uninteresting. Like, okay, we got Tom, which is a nice addition, to help Sonic. I am glad with that. But there's also Maddie, her boyfriend, like, and her annoying mother. Like, this is my house! Like, Sonic and Tom were getting hunted, and their faces are shown on TV, and Rachel, which is Maddie's mom, I think Maddie's mom or someone's family related to Maddie, it's like, what's happening? Like, it's like, my god, like, that scene, the whole family scene, you can just cut out and it wouldn't even matter. Like, oh, Sonic and Tom are being hunted, and this family right here just keep getting upset. Just, what should we do? Why is your boyfriend like this? Like, that was some cringe worthy moment. Like, they're trying so hard to add some drama to for the adults to enjoy, but just felt too hard because it's your typical family drama. Like, oh, he's being hunted. Oh, he's bad. Like, I really don't want that. Like that was that is probably my least favorite. And of course, when Sonic and Tom arrive at her home, they tie her up and say, "This is my house." I sorry for saying that twice. So yeah, like, the characters are uninteresting, just add pointless drama that now adds nothing to the show. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm pretty sure everyone else will agree with me. So yeah. So yeah, there's there, and also one more human character that is really pointless is Agent Stone. You know, the sidekick, quote unquote, for Robotnik. Like, I felt like he's pretty underutilized. Like, he don't have any screen time at all. Like, sometime he was like working with some of the latte, coffee machine. Other than that, he didn't really do stuff any purpose. Like, oh, he's a sidekick. Like, I was expecting him to unleash some evil plan, but no, he just appearing here and there, just talk around with Robotnik while Robotnik doing all this stuff. Like, I feel like they could have used him much more than uh, what I expected. But no, like the game where Eggman Robot, Orbot, Cubot, Scratch, and Grunder. I was expecting them to come up with better plans. Thinking about some ways to distract Sonic, but now he's just there, just helping Sonic, helping Robotnik here and there. Like, I wish they would just use him to make him stand out, like give him some screen time, um, like give him some time to shine. Like, they did him pretty dirty for this movie. Like, he just stood next to Robotnik and listened, and that's about it. So yeah, those are my positive, negative, and my experience as a whole watching Sonic the Hedgehog movie. A lot of fun, and the big one's gonna come up. You all came for Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So join me next time as we will delve into Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Thank you for watching. Let me know below if you if you agree/disagree, and comment below what's your opinion on what I say and what do you think about the movie as a whole. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on notification bell so that you won't miss a thing. Thank you for watching, and see you all next time.